Alright, here we are with the second Engels deck. This one is Shatter a Rifle instead of Rhino Shock. The other one went 10-0. So this one's going to have to perform reasonably well if it wants to compete with the first one. I think it's probably going to be weaker because being able to shock mirror is very nice. Whereas having to use Shatterers to beat shocks, like a lot of decks with shocks or flames are going to have tanks, which makes Shatterer very weak. So that's going to be my main problem. That's going to be our main problem. Thank you for the Prime, Seki. I'll tell you what, man, it's pretty impressive that with Prime,
Straight, let's go.
You've managed to get that many months subscribed. Like, that means you must be actually, like, actively checking it. Because, like, I think Joe has Prime and is on, like, 11 months. Because he never checks.
New objective received. Time to harvest.
Ban 123. This is the guy that used to ask to join people's alliances and then request officer so that he could kick people. He'd like join the alliance, be like, give me officer, and if you gave him officer, he'd just boot people from the alliance and then leave. What a weird guy. What an odd thing to, you know, to get your rocks off on. Looks like he's trying to stall. Interesting, he has dog and rhino. That's very unusual. I didn't mean to move that. I am way lower money than I thought. I thought I had Predator money already, but clearly I do not. I'm probably not going to win this missile, because going into Predator is so slow. Oh, he has Predator as well. Yeah, I'm very unlikely to win this missile then. Like, I doubt I can clear that top pad in time. It's going to be close, actually. Looks like maybe I will. Alright, cool. Ah, but here are the shocks, which are a big problem for me. Gonna do this. Alright, nice. Liang Steel reign supreme. Oh, that was close. Liang Steel almost didn't reign supreme. Fortunately, supreme reigning is what Liang is all about. Why does he have rhino and dogs? I feel like he could just open a rhino and that would be fine. I don't think he needs the dogs, really. Yeah, I'll take a couple of free shots there on the Predator. So this is basically what I was saying the problem with this deck is going to be. I guess I can just Pred mirror. So maybe it's not too bad. But, like, his Predator will have perfect efficiency against my units, because he can shoot the Shatterer and the Pred. And both times he's getting 100% damage in. Whereas I can only shoot... Like, my Shatterer has to shoot infantry and my Predator has to shoot vehicles. Otherwise, they're useless. And that's a pretty bad spot to be in. So I think this is why you don't want all your units to be the same armor type, basically. I mean, we win easily, but I don't think it wasn't because the matchup was favored for me. We almost lost that first missile, to be fair.
Objective complete.
Neil was worse. You're probably correct, yeah. McNeil probably was worse than Liang, because that was before McNeil got its first buff, right? So McNeil was actually the worst commander, you're right. But Liang was, I mean, like, they were both completely horrible. Can I also do a balanced discussion? I could, but I probably won't. Do you want to be involved in a balanced discussion, Grape? Me and you could do a balanced discussion. You're the rank 1 player. I'm the, I don't know, washed up YouTuber. I feel like we'd be good together. What's up, Nara?
Building online. Reporting. Unit ready. I'm on it. Infant's moving out. Unit lost. Rifle, move out. Slingshot firing solution locked.
I feel bad for people who are trying to play Venom against Sling. But then I also feel bad for people who are trying to play Shatterer, so, you know. I guess I feel bad for us both. Definitely gonna lose this missile. So many bikes already on the field. But maybe not. Alright. Amazing.
Unit lost.
Against 2 range, we probably have to make the Borca. Think. Yeah, I'll just do rifles for a bit until I can afford the Borca. Just got a bunch of rifles. Now I can't contest the Giga Cannon at all with my deck. I can't even contest the Rifleman in front. This deck seems way worse than the Shocktrooper deck. Like, just having played it even a little bit already, I just feel like my options are so much worse than before. I did think that when I looked at them both, I did think this was going to be the worst one. Oh, he's done. He's had enough. Fair enough.
Mission accomplished.
Why do I feel I have less options? Because I have to make vehicles against everything. Like, my anti-vehicle is Pred, and my anti-infantry is Shatterer. So no matter what my opponent does, I have to make a War Factory unit against it. Which means that if I'm playing against MLRS or Giga or other tanks or Kane, it's terrible.
2, 1.
What is the best stone now, and why is it Reality Stone? The best stone is probably...
Building online.
I guess the best stone has always really been Mind Stone, and it probably is still Mind Stone, even at 2 cost. That might still be the best stone.
Unit ready.
That's what Borca's for. Yeah, but Borca's trash. Like, Borca is not a reliable answer to... If your opponent is, like, making Predators, and you also have Predators, and you're like, I'm gonna Borca their Predator, that's not a reasonable game plan at all.
Unit ready.
Because then you just lose to Predator Sling. So that's like not a reasonable game. You just make your own Predator. Also, if people are playing MLRS, which is pretty common, they'll probably have Sling, and Borca is terrible against Sling. So what am I doing against what am I doing against MLRS Sling players? Like, I'm just losing to them, right? That's it. And what am I doing against Flamers? I have to make Shatterer. It's so bad. If I make Shatterer, and if I make a Shatterer and a tank against Flamer tank, that's horrible. That's like that's not a good spot to be in at all. So that is why I don't like this deck as much as the other one. I think I need to shoot this again. I'm not sure the missiles will win without the help.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Oh, still gonna lose in this out. Just I just didn't like my units were too expensive. Like, I have to make a 50 cost every time I want to fight a Flamer, and then it's also not a very good unit.
Unit ready.
And Liang is still unplayable. I think if you're going to play Shatterer, this is not the deck for it at all. This does not feel like a good Shatterer shell.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
I think, like, the Jeffrey decks were better. Basically, I think it comes down to Borca being your air unit is so bad. Like, this is exactly the scenario I'm talking about. It's so bad for me. I can't fight these Flamers without risking my Predator tank, without risking my Shatterer against the Scorpion. I'm basically just an MLRS deck without the MLRS. Like, I'm just a shit version of an MLRS deck.
Unit ready. Unit
Fuck's sake, man. Deck is ass.
ready. Unit lost.
He's actually gonna suicide his bikes to kill my Liang drone? Bro, that's like such a waste of your bikes. If this guy's massively overrating Liang drone, it's not even doing anything.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
I have to use Shatterer to fight everything. Oh, this deck is so bad.
Unit lost.
I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm super dead. Like, Shatter is just horrible. At least in this deck, it's just horrible.
Assault cancelled. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Plus, everything in this deck costs 1 million for some reason.
Unit lost.
I actually can't believe I'm not dead. I cannot believe I'm not dead right now. Holy shit. That is insane.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Oh my god, my deck is so bad at fighting everything.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Predator cannon loaded. Sweet. Tank division. Ready for arm. Circling. Predator cannon. Hey, gonna hit him. Drone approved.
Slingshot attack engaged.
Predator tank division.
Unit lost.
Trying to get onto a third pad with this deck is also like pretty much impossible. I am really like properly fortressing 2 pads here.
Unit lost.
Oh, I'm in trouble. I need to go Borca.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Borca did actually save my ass there. Whoa, this deck does not feel good to play.
Enemy base destroyed. Three, two, one. New objective
You're also
available.
suggesting like a 4-unit. You're also suggesting a group of 4 units that has to all be together. So how do I win a second pad? You're like, oh, just put these 4 units all next to each other and then you'll win. Okay, what if my opponent doesn't attack into my quad unit army? Like, what if they go somewhere else?
No pain, no gain. Move out. Infantry ready.
Unit lost. Building online. Unit ready.
Awaiting rifleman. Moving up. Mission squad. Unit ready. Mission squad. Infantry missions. Reporting. Awaiting orders.
So auto lose first missile to buggy opening. Because I don't have Pitbull to contest the buggies, I have to wait for Predator tank.
Unit ready.
Well, he's not charging now, so maybe I have a
Unit
chance.
lost.
If he just left the buggy on the middle, I definitely lose this missile, like for sure.
Unit
Because there's no
lost.
way these missiles arrive in time. Oh, actually, it looks like I still lose the missile because I can't beat a tick tank.
Ready for action.
Maybe.
Nuclear
Yeah.
missile
I tried to duck my Predator onto the middle pad and messed it up.
Damage received. Unit
I should have won that missile.
Unit lost.
Ready for
Unit ready.
taking them down. Tank division. Predator awaiting. Ready. Predator.
Unit lost.
Love you.
We'll rip.
Love you too, coach.
We're gonna hit them hard.
Look how expensive everything is.
Ready.
Anti-air. Tank division. Predator.
I wait so long to get my second, third units out.
Predator cannon. Awaiting this tank division.
Unit ready.
Predator. Mission squad. Done. Ready for Predator. Ready for action. Predator cannon. Tank division squad. Sling Predator. Repair drone crystals. Mission forward.
Unit ready.
Get watching the Sweet. Ready to hover. Sling will. Ready for. I'm on it. Watching the horizon. Brakes. Predator getting ready. Predator. Predator hit.
Unit lost.
Predator armor. Tank division.
I don't know why this guy hasn't made another tick tank, but I'll take it.
Missile cancelled. Unit lost.
Easy picking.
Nuclear weapon launched.
Predator. Spinning it.
Unit ready.
Attack. Drone awaiting tank division. I'm on it. Watching the Predator tank roll. Leading. I'm on it. Ready. Predator en route.
Goodbye, Sling.
Predator.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Will tank division. Rifle. Move. Let's go. Ready for that. I'm on it.
Yeah.
Moving out.
Run, Sling.
No Predator getting branded. Rifle marching orders. Predator.
Unit lost.
Ready. Tank. Predator hit.
Unit ready.
Squad is up. I see you ready.
Unit lost.
Got tank division. Covered. Predator over. Slingshots. Nothing in. Watching the resonance. Easy pickings.
Unit ready.
Gonna hit him hard. We'll rip through.
Unit lost.
Ready for action. Await missions. Let's hit Predator cannon. Gonna hit slingshot attack engaged.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Ready for action. Taking him down. Ready. Unit move out.
This deck is hard work.
Ready. Reporting. Rifleman awaiting order.
This deck is seriously hard work, man.
victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Oh dear.
Building online.
This is gonna be a tough one.
Unit ready.
Riflemen ready to move out.
Unit ready.
Ready for action. Infantry ready. Awaiting order. Reporting. Mission squad standing mission. Rifle. You got it. Missions ready. Riflemen awaiting orders. This is gonna be marching orders received. Infantry ready. Report. Gotta die sometime.
I have to go Shatterer here, and then he makes tank, and then what do I do? I won't have enough money for a Predator tank. I haven't even got anything to fight the bikes.
Reporting. Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Lock rifleman. Breaking check. Unit ready. Await. Let's get infantry. Reporting. Lock and load. Open. Rifleman ready.
Can finally make my Predator at 1 minute.
Major structural damage received. Unit lost.
Predator. Will breaking. Awaiting block and resin. Bad predator. Rocking out. Easy picking. Predator hit.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
I thought the deck would be pretty weak to tank flame, but actually it's very weak to bike flame. Because everything's so slow and expensive.
Unit ready.
Ready for rocking. Predator. How much? Predator hit. Lifting on. Predator getting resonance. Tank division. Rocking out. Predator hitting fight. Predator get tank rolling. Breaking it. Oh, motion. It's a MCP. Predator.
Unit
Jesus
lost.
Christ, man.
Ready. Anti-pistol. Bad. Slingshot. Predator. Harvester ready. Predator getting predator hit. Predator.
Unit lost.
Tank Shatterer queued up. Awaiting moving. Watching that moving out. Sweet. Ready. Drop. South slingshot. Predator. Awaiting prey.
Unit ready.
Got it. Predator cannon loaded.
Unit ready.
Fire breaking you. Let's ready for another.
Unit lost.
Slingshot. Not easy picket. Spinning. Watching that sling. Soaring overhead. Little predator.
Unit lost.
Filling them full of holes.
Unit ready.
Slingshot. Giving it. Ready for action. Watching the horizon. Watching the horizon. Slingshot under attack.
Nuclear missile launched.
Slingshot. Tank device. Sweet. Watching the sending it. Predator. Sling. Pumping.
I'm just a glorified fortress deck.
Anti-air exposed. Will. Cover. Lock. Slingshot. Moving.
Unit lost.
Watching the ready. Lock. Predator. Slingshot. Have attack. Slingshot. Tank division. Missile cruise. Clipping. Predator. Will rip through.
Unit lost.
Watching the easy.
Unit ready.
Will rip through.
Unit ready.
Repair ships thrown. Ready. Predator. Slingshot. Anti-air. Reload. Easy. You gotta hit him off. Tank division. Line them up. He's taking him. Predator. Predator. Armor. Don't make it.
Unit lost.
Predator. Time.
I really need to get rid of one of these slinger shots.
Negative. Ready. Predator. Slingshot. Predator getting grounded. Watching the
Unit lost.
Predator. Slingshot. Easy picket.
Unit ready.
Will rip through. Will rip. Ready. Tank division. Predator cannon loaded. Slingshot guns are loaded. Can't target.
Unit lost.
The horizon.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Ready. Easy. Slingshot. Predator.
How do you think I'm gonna win? Oh, that was so hard. That was so much work. Holy shit.
Nuclear weapon launched.
Clearly, you are highly intelligent.
Oh. That was a lot of work.
Mission accomplished.
This deck is definitely hard work. I'm having a really hard time playing it and commentating at all.
You got it.
Building online. Unit ready.
On it. Riflemen lead the way.
Being hard work isn't necessarily a huge, like,
Riflemen awaiting you.
negative for the deck, though. Like, if it's effective, I don't mind it being tough to play. Well, that's kind of how I feel about snipers. The thing is, snipers aren't worth the effort. This deck might be, because, like, at least it has some power behind it. Like, Predator is a very good unit.
Unit ready.
That's kind of the main thing that I like about it, actually, is just that I can play Predator tank.
We're under fire. Is that a rifleman under heavy
I need to stall until I can get to Predator tank.
Lead it, moving out.
I don't know why people are like, why does he... This guy had buggy and wheels. Didn't the guy earlier have like dog and rhino or something? It's like very weird. It looks like buggy opening is just... I mean, I know I said this last time, then won the missile, but buggy opening should be an auto loss first missile. Like, it should be. I know that I won that other game, but I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have won the other first missile. Like, buggy opening should be an auto loss for this first missile. Because you cannot open rifle and get to predator in time. It's just not possible. So you should always lose to buggy opening with this deck. Unless your opponent really F's up. That's another reason I like the other one more, is because I opened Rhino, which means I already have my War Factory. Like, you're weaker to Bike Rush, but there's very few things you just auto lose first missile to with a Rhino opening. Whereas this deck actually just cannot win first missile ever against Buggy. When I see Buggy opening, I try to stall. You can't stall with barracks against Buggy. Like, if Buggy player does it properly, they'll just attack you. They'll attack your barracks units with multiple Buggies. Like this guy did. You just make like 2 Buggies, and there's no way barracks can ever stall against that. If you're successfully stalling against a Buggy opening, it's because your Buggy opponent has messed up. Not because you've played well. Like, they have to play badly for you to ever succeed in that stall.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
It's amazing how bad decks with Predator can be against bikes. Like, until you actually get multiple Predators rolling, it's kind of hard to fight off bikes because there's just nothing that can really contest them early game.
Unit lost.
I don't know what I want my other unit to be. I don't really want another Shatterer. I don't want another Sling. I don't want another Pred. I guess I'll just wait and keep my pop cap up. Yeah, I'll just wait. I can make Borca, I suppose. I've got infinite money right now. That game was not close. Once I got the Predators out, just complete rolling.
Objective complete. Three, two, one. New objective received.
Harvester here.
Building online.
I'm on it.
What, less deck? Yeah.
Unit ready.
You got it.
Yeah, you like Fortress, Engels. That kind of sounds like what you're saying.
Infantry ready.
You want to play a ball of units that can handle everything with a healing drone. That's Fortress, my guy.
Unit ready.
Leading move. Nice. Mission ready to launch. Open. Moving out. We're under fire. Awaiting orders. Let's go.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Shatterer in the house. Flipping on Sonic.
You did not successfully block me, Ray, bro. His shocks could go top, and I would have no way to stop them. Yeah, here we go. So many issues with this deck, man. It's so slow to respond. Like, there's nothing I could do about these shocks going top. Like, if I move my Shatter up there, they just go middle instead, and I lose middle. Because I only have one Shatterer. Like, the early game is just so bad for this deck. Because you can get like one unit that can deal with infantry, and maybe one unit that can deal with vehicles in the early game.
Unit lost.
And then if your opponent just avoids those units because all of your stuff is kind of slow. Shatter is like average speed. Oh, Predator's slow as ass. Missiles are slow, which you have to rely on early game.
Ion cannon activated. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Not really sure why he ion cannon there, but whatever. The speed of the deck is like the biggest issue that I can see. Like, you are so slow to respond to things. So if your opponent just moves somewhere else, your deck falls apart. You only really win if your opponent chooses to engage your fortress again and again.
Unit lost.
So that's kind of the only, like, that's how you have to win with this deck, is you have to force them to engage the fortress again and again. So it's going to be best on maps where Fortress is good, obviously. And it's going to be worst on maps where Fortress is bad. It is through and through a Fortress deck. It looks like my opponent just ran out of money at this point. But like winning first missile with this deck is extremely challenging. Like it's so bad first missile, which isn't necessarily a huge problem, but basically conceding the first missile in every game is super awkward, obviously. Borca actually seems very good against me as well. If it comes in and does a lot of damage and then retreats before I can kill it. I guess I could just go Borca here, that's probably the right play. I should have done it sooner though, it's maybe too late now. Yeah, I needed to go Borca earlier, I've fucked it up now, I haven't got any pop cap. Looks like he just isn't on the pads, so it doesn't matter. Alright, cool. he's just not on the pads, so it doesn't matter. He shouldn't have gone for the Predator, that's the one thing he couldn't kill with his Orca there.
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2, 1. New objective available. Harvester ready.
Crystals are calling.
Building online.
My dad's better, once again.
Ready to move out. Unit ready.
He's got rifles now? He didn't have rifles last time, he definitely had wheel opening. He's playing Tank Flamer. In fact, he always plays Tank Flamer. I've never seen him play another deck.
Unit move. Infants moving out. Reporting.
Unit ready.
Wait, he has wheels and rifles? What is happening? It's like the third time today we've seen someone with double 10 cost. I guess I have to make missiles because Predator's way too slow.
Unit lost. Building online.
He has Buggy, he could have just opened Buggy. I would have lost the missile to that for sure. I'm gonna easily kill this Buggy. I'm gonna win this first missile pretty comfortably, it looks like. Whoop, don't know what missile's doing there.
Unit lost.
I guess I'll make a Shatterer. Yeah, those guys are gonna have a bad time against my Shatterer. Yeah, goodbye missiles. Nice to know you. Alright, GG. First missile for your boy Blade.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
He has flamers as well. He has wheel rifle flamer. What a surreal deck.
Unit lost.
We haven't seen Banshee or Tank yet. He must have cut one of those for rifles. Very weird. Very weird choice. My Shatterer is in the house, as they say. That is a lot of lasers. Holy shit.
Unit ready.
You researched this perfectly.
Got him.
Launched. Unit lost. You are victorious. 3, 2.
It did look like a no-halve deck, yeah.
Objective.
But he didn't, I don't think he went no-halve with it. He didn't have enough units. Maybe he's doing a Volkos challenge or something.
The doctor
Ren
is-
Rush?
This needs to be reevaluated.
Alright, the deck can beat Ren Rush. Good to know.
Three, 2, 1. New objective available.
The problem isn't so much the performance of Shatterer. The problem is having your deck be all the same armor type. Like, You have rifles and missiles as like an early game and cheap interaction part of your deck, which is normal in a lot of decks. And then you just have all of your units are in the War Factory, basically. Like every unit that actually does something is in the War Factory, which means your opponent can just spam anti-War Factory units against you, and it's good. Like, that is an efficiency problem that comes up a lot with decks like this, where your opponent gets to make like Mutant and Chuggy, or like they get to make like Mutant and Banshee and Shade or whatever, and they're all good against you, and you have to make specific things to fight back. But they make Bike, Mutant, and Banshee against you, and you have to use like a different unit for each one, and theirs are all 100% efficient against you. Because no matter what they're attacking, it's a vehicle, so they're always going to be good against you. Whereas you have to line up your units correctly against theirs to win, and that is a problem. That is often a problem with decks like this.
Nuclear weapon launched. Major structural damage received.
And of course, it's slow. It's so slow. Like I feel like I've basically never won a first missile with this deck. This one was close. I almost won it, but it feels so hard to win a first missile playing this deck. Now that's not, again, like I said, it's not necessarily a deal breaker, because as long as you can win, as long as you're winning the later missiles, it's fine. But like always leaving yourself open to just getting like if you get unlucky once and you get flips, that's it, right? You're just done. Because your deck always loses first missile, so you never have any room for error after the first missile. You must win. You must win convincingly after the first missile. Because you will not have another, you won't have a chance to fuck up. You make a small mistake, that's it, you're done, because you've always lost first missile.
Unit ready.
This thing is so gross, man.
Unit lost.
Yeah, like that. My Predator didn't fire quickly enough, so I just lose the game. Like, am I losing in this spot? Pretty much no. I'm always gonna win from there. But because I just had, like, I just couldn't quite kill his unit in time, so I lose. And I can't get onto third pads because my deck has a slow-moving fortress ball. So I'm basically fighting for 2 pads always. Alright, well, there we go. There's 10. We lost 1. It was close, though. We would have won. Like, if we kill that bike, we win that game always, I think. There's no way he comes back once we had that much of an advantage. But it's just so difficult to get onto that third pad. The other deck I just went 10-0 with. Well, it says 90% here with 11 battles. I think I might have played it again and lost after the video. I'm pretty sure we had a 10-0. But yeah, I like this one more because I feel like Shocks and Rhino, having the multiple options and having opening Rhino feels a lot better than opening Rifle and having Shatterer as your only choice. This one felt a lot more like a Mobile Fortress deck, whereas this one felt like just a standard War Factory, like Shock Tank deck with a Borca against 2 range. So like my personal preference is to play this because I don't really like playing Fortress decks, but if you're a Fortress player, I guess this one's better. They're pretty similar. Actually, they're not similar at all. Actually, having played them out, they look similar, but they actually play very differently. They really do. Like, this one is much more of a standard, in air quotes, aggro deck that can play across the map, and this one is just a pure Fortress that can play in a single location only. So I prefer this one, but this one leans into my playstyle a lot more. This one is not my playstyle. But it doesn't necessarily mean this one is better. It's just this one leans into my playstyle better. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the 2 Borca Shatterer decks. Well, I guess this one wasn't Shatterer. The 2 Borca Liang decks. This one should play Liang a lot more than this one should. Liang was horrible in this deck. I just use it to steal pads. Whereas Liang in this one, because you are a Fortress deck, and you have like a Shatterer and 2 Preds next to each other all the time, the Liang does a lot more. So this deck just shouldn't play Liang. Like, if you wanted to play this deck, I'd just remove the commander. This one can play Liang, but I still don't know if it's the best commander, because Liang is almost never the best commander. But this one definitely shouldn't be Liang. Alright, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.